After a few rolling of the R's, aggressive rolling, welcome to episode 33.
Boy!
Let's go! Talk to me nice!
I like it.
Talk to me nice with manners and full pronunciations and use mister.
Please.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
We is back in the building. Plaque, how you feeling?
2 P's.
2 P's on him.
We out here.
2 P's on him.
We out here.
And if you didn't hear long enough, we got Marvel news for you.
Bada bing.
We got DC news for you.
Bada boom.
Sports is cooling for now, but we still got MMA news for you. And we sprinkled a little video game news.
Just found out today.
That's fine. Because we're doing our due diligence. We're doing our work. Plaque, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. The fact that there isn't any sports is a little dry for me.
We still got sports because, like, one day.
Okay. I'm sorry.
But the thing is, that I get it. One day, MMA has to be recognized as a sport.
It is. It's a combat sport. So that was rude of me.
Point made.
I was more in the lines of
Traditional sports. I get it.
I guess you could say that, but for me personally, it's just a sport played with a type of
Ball.
Yeah, but I just didn't want to be on the "it is what it is." Hey, yo, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That was a good one. Shout out to Mason Cameron. And on that note, let's start this episode. That was fun.
What we got for them?
During what we got for them. Some Marvel news.
Okay.
We watched Secret Invasion. Let's get straight to the point, all right? Have you watched Secret Invasion yet? You haven't? Please get to it, all right? We're one episode in. Episode 2 about to drop tomorrow. You know what phase we in. If you don't know what phase we in, we're in phase 5.
Well, to get my nerd on.
Let's go!
Of course, there's always something for people to complain about. The AI-generated intro. I get it, but
Can I just kill it right here?
Go ahead.
Are you gonna rate the show on its intro? Let's go.
I'm always teeter-tottering with, like, I'm always trying to balance. Like, I'm always trying to be on y'all side, but I'm always on my side.
Of course, always.
I get it, but no, stop it. Because as soon as we got into the show, off rip, what did we say weeks ago, episodes ago, when we started even talking about this month, Secret Invasion drops. Oh my God. We know exactly what we talked about, how they're going to take us we're going to take you for a ride. They did that exactly in episode 1.
Mm-hmm. The beginning of the episode, because I thought that was my man's. Scroll.
Oh, Ross?
Yeah.
Agent Ross?
Agent Ross.
Yeah, that threw me off. I thought that was my man's. Not my man's. Not my man's.
I'm not going to lie. Maybe you got it before me, but I didn't know that wasn't my man's until he hit the floor and he was, like, struggling to crawl on the floor, like army crawl. I was like, that's not Ross.
And Talos was like, yeah. Hey, yo, that's not our man's.
Shout outs to Talos, but I'm so paranoid that I'm still keeping elbow room.
Yeah, you have to, because at the end of the day, that's your people's.
Mm-hmm.
You share the same blood, DNA, you're from the same place, from the same
And
place.
if you watched it, you saw that scene when Talos was fighting another Skrull, and he was telling Nick, hey, yo, fall back. And when Nick killed him, he felt a way about that. That said a lot to me.
Yes, but we talked about this. It's like, let me be the one who has my people's blood on my hands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because now you're making the situation tougher. Because,
Even
like,
stickier.
if your Talos is, I'm a Skrull, and they ask about you, Nick, you're making my defense for you harder.
Facts.
But, she died.
Chill.
Was that real? No,
we don't know what happened.
I almost want to say maybe that's not her, but they usually turn back when they get killed.
They do, but we don't know what happened. We don't know if she's officially.
Okay, I see what you did there. That's kind of crazy though.
But then they also kind of hinted on social media, like them from their own words, that she might not, that might be the end of her.
That's crazy, though. How long she been here?
But you know, it's crazy.
First
though?
episode?
I'm glad it went down like that, because now it's like, for her as an actor, that's the end of your Marvel. Go enjoy yourself as a different somewhere else.
Cool.
And that's a pierce in the heart for
them
and Nick.
Mm-hmm.
That's Nick's homegirl.
Dog.
That's your contact.
Since the beginning.
Yeah, that's your contact. That's your homie. That's your ride or die. Mm-hmm. That's the one that you've always been. Yo, this was going on. Avengers this, Avengers that. Yo, they come through. You gotta hop on the team.
Mm-hmm.
So to see all that, I'm excited for episode 2. I'm excited. I think there's only 6 episodes.
You're lying.
No. Remember, this is just like a piggyback.
Oh, I love that they do this. 6 to 9 episodes. We ain't gotta go full seasons.
It's gonna be a short series, and it's gonna jump us into the next movie series, whatever's next. And I'm pretty at the edge of my seat, because episode 1 already had me paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
I was already paranoid. I was like, I don't know who to trust.
Yeah, trust no one except I want to trust Nick, but then I don't want to get hoopla at the end. So we'll see what it is.
Imagine he's still up there. A fake Nick came down there.
That's crazy. And they're sitting there giving him all this information.
Stop. Well, we'll see.
Interesting.
We'll see.
Oh, I heard you got some news about my boy Andrew.
Mr. Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
So they are going to continue the Venom verse with Venom 3. Venom 1, didn't see Venom 2. We said we were going to get around to it.
Not gonna lie to you, haven't seen him yet, but in preparation for 3.
You haven't seen Venom 1?
No.
Oh,
you know why?
Yeah, I know.
So in preparation for 3, I'll get to 1 and 2, so I have to. Now.
Personally,
what's your thoughts on it?
I thought it was way better than Morbius.
Oh, it's...
Yeah, Morbius was a really bad movie. But I haven't seen 2 because I thought 1 was but because of what's happening, I'm gonna have to see.
That's
2.
exactly why.
You're gonna have to see 1. I'm gonna rewatch 1 with him. We'll see 2 together.
Did 1 end in a way that it asked for a prequel? Did the whole scene?
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Like they literally had a cliffhanger. He's gonna carry on. Right. He's not just leaving off of this 1 movie. And then apparently so did 2. And in 3, Carnage will be back. So is Venom, and Mr. Garfield will be appearing in Venom 3.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it makes sense. So I guess Venom is in Garfield's
universe. That was my next question. I was about to ask you, what universe is this Venom from?
From Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man universe.
Okay. I don't know if they're going to do anything with this or if it means anything. Remember, he dropped a piece of his symbiote.
In Tom Holland's universe. At the bar,
mm-hmm.
where he was getting drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They do keep bringing that up, so we got to figure out how they're going to connect
There's no Venom in the MC universe as of now. Maybe that'll become... That symbiote will find...
We might get Venom suit Spider-Man.
Venom suit Spider-Man.
Yeah, Venom suit Spider-Man sounds interesting because obviously, we'll talk about that later in a little bit. But yeah, Venom suit Spider-Man, that might be a thing in Tom Holland's world where he becomes the Venom suit. But then again, that happened in Tobey Maguire's.
That's the beginning. You have to go through the Venom suit to get to Venom.
Yeah,
because he rejects it. That's a little good Easter egg. I hope they do something with it.
Oh, isn't there Eddie Brock?
And it has to. That universe has an Eddie Brock. That symbiote needs to find Eddie Brock. That's why it's very interesting.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's all we got for Venom 3 news. Also, including Garfield being in Venom 3.
Tad bit. No, Tom Holland hasn't worked at where he needs to run into Eddie Brock. I just realized that.
You're right. And I think
he's still
what's funny? School? What about school? Everybody got their mind erased. He might have to go and do the Daily Bugle now.
Exactly, because they're on their way to college. Everything's done.
There's no college for him.
Not for him, but you know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying.
You know.
Zendaya,
buddy that you thought had something to do with Wong, you didn't know his friend. That's gonna be interesting. But yeah, that's all we got for Spider-Man. October 2024.
Yes.
Somewhere around that. That's where you need to look for.
Yes.
Oh, here's some Agatha news. It's not too groundbreaking. Agatha will be taking place in Westview.
Mm-hmm.
Characters from WandaVision will be making their making their return. And if you watch WandaVision, Agatha was left without her powers. So I'm interested to see how does she get them back and where does she go from here.
You just threw me off.
What?
I just realized she doesn't have her powers.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so now this series is actually going to be a lot more interesting. She's probably going to try to get her powers back. Then she's probably got what's her name under her wing purposely, because he probably has powers.
Maybe she could
manipulate it to give me some of those powers.
Maybe.
Or she's just straight up teaching him the ways. We'll figure it out. We'll see.
So that's going to be interesting.
That is going to be interesting. Very interesting. All right, and I guess that's all we got for Marvel news now.
For now, yeah.
For now.
Till next time.
Next, we will talk about more Secret Invasion.
Oh, yes. Can't wait.
Back. And sticking with the comic book world, we have some DC news. James Gunn has officially casted his Superman and Lois for Superman Legacy, the first movie to drop for DCU.
Interesting.
Both of these actors, I wouldn't say so much the female lead, but the male lead, I would say this is his first big shot, big screen.
Because he's more so been on Netflix specials. He's
done animated voices. It's not a. I'm not trying to downplay him, but his catalog isn't crazy.
Yeah, he's getting his foot wet, especially with this.
And I like it because he has the face for it.
Yes.
His name is David Cornsweet. And then the female lead is Rachel Brosnahan.
You might be familiar with her. Me and him never watched the show House of Cards. So do with that what you may will.
Oh, what was the other one? Marvel? I forgot what it was. It's a new show. Both
The Marvelous Mrs. I don't want to say this wrong. Maisel.
Yeah. The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Both my parents are watching that right now.
Emmy and Golden Global winners. So to me, that's great news because she's bringing something to the Lois Lane.
She looks like a Lois Lane. And
I'm not familiar with any of David's stuff, but the fact that 6 others to choose from and they chose these 2, that says a lot to me.
The other thing is, it's too. James Gunn went and said, y'all are out of here. The big time actors, go home.
No way, I would have been upset if he chose a well-known named actor. Yeah. I'm not a fan of doing that. Let's get some new blood.
Fresh air. This is literally a whole new start. Let's get some fresh air.
And no knock to Henry Cavill. I'm over it. We don't need Henry Cavill. Anyone who wants Cavill again, whatever. That's how you feel.
Yeah, Henry, he was dope. He fit the role really well, but that's old news. Let's move on.
Exactly.
Let's move on. I think he's gonna do good. David Cornsweet.
And this is what James Gunn is using to launch the new DC universe. So this is where it starts.
It's gonna be exciting. I'm not a Superman guy. I'm just excited to see what my man's Gunn got.
James Gunn might mess around and make you like him.
I want to see what Gunn got in the holster.
I like that. James. he might mess around.
He's also
and
said,
unload on you.
He's also said, as far as Batman, he is far away from even thinking about casting anybody.
And that makes me happy, ecstatic, glad, all of that. No need to have a full plate. One meal at a time. Let's stay here with Superman, flesh something out.
Because first thing that's going to come out is Creature Commandos. That's the animated series that's going to come out.
That's coming before.
It's before.
Gotcha.
Then it's going to be Superman Legacy as far as DCU's first major film. And then from then he's gonna carry on. So I'm not in a rush. I'm really more excited about Creature Commandos because I've already read the comics, fire comics. I'm even diving more like you know how there's a tree, like a life tree, Creature Commandos, and then there's more under the tree. I'm going even further under the tree where Frankenstein story, DC's Frankenstein story, because Frankenstein will be leading the Creature Commandos. So it's a whole bunch of things we got to look forward to before we even think about Gotham.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, that's who James Gunn is working with for Superman and Lois, and wish him all the luck, and I believe he will do DC's cinematic universe the justice that it needs. Oh my God, I almost had a Justice League pun, but I let it slide. I was like, nah, don't be corny right now. Just let it go.
Yeah, and that's all we got for DC news.
Till next time. Hey, we've been on our video game tip. It's kind of disgusting. Even myself, I've been wilding out. And you understand, the thing you don't understand about the division is, I don't know if they do it for Call of Duty. They probably do, and it's a new thing that's been going on. And I'm late seasons.
Yeah,
they do seasons. So
that's a new thing in the video. I wouldn't say new, but it's been implemented for a while now. Now it's been implemented in every game, where it gives you kind of a goal within the few months
until it ends. Yeah, that's
because like, all right, I'm sure you've played Division long enough where it's like, oh, okay, now I'm like just doing the same thing over and over and over. But now with the seasons, it's like, all right, within the seasons you have goals.
Exactly, that's exactly what's going on. Yeah. So we've been back in the video game world, and Plaque, let them know the new joints that are coming out.
So I know we've already talked about Marvel, but apparently Marvel has a whole list of games they have listed coming out.
And what are those?
This year specifically, October 20th, 2023, Spider-Man 2 comes out. Kraven is one of the big baddies, villains in the game.
I see what they're doing there. Kraven.
Yeah. Okay. And they got the Kraven movies. Okay. They got publicity. You know, it's not canon though. It's not.
I hear you, but it's still the same.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not canon, but it's still like we have Kraven. Here's a Kraven. You know what I'm saying?
It's Kraven season.
It's Kraven season. So for those of you who played Spider-Man, the first one that came out, which was a Sony exclusive, it was a really good game. I beat that game. Then Miles Morales dropped. Spider-Man Miles Morales. That was, I think I mentioned this before, was my first game where I reached platinum, where I got all the trophies. One of my favorite games. One of my favorite Marvel single player story mode dive in RPG type games. Spider-Man 2 now brings both worlds together. Because I don't know if y'all played Spider-Man Miles Morales, Peter Parker was gone. He went to London.
Oh, yeah, told me. But
it's in the same universe.
Okay.
He's from Queens. Miles is in Brooklyn.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how that happens, because now you have both of them actually in the game together now. And there's a Venom suit where Peter Parker is now in the Venom suit.
And I've seen some of that gameplay. Nasty.
We were talking about how he was kicking somebody against the wall. That's looking crazy. Where he took
his hands in
Venoms and just
crazy.
It's crazy.
You'll see the replay right about it.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But let's get away from Spider-Man real quick. Because there's future plans, and I've seen this before, but they just teased on it. Wolverine.
A game I will definitely be copying.
Iron Man.
A game I will definitely be copying.
It's funny because they haven't showed any Wolverine clips, but I did see. I don't know if this is actual gameplay, but I did see an Iron Man very short snippet of him flying around the city. And it was actually really dope because you literally were just like, yo, why don't they have an Iron Man game where I could just free roam around the city because he could fly? Buddy was literally walking on the street.
That's what we need.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. And then last but not least, we don't have a title for the game, but apparently Captain America and Black Panther game.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is, this is not your current time. This is World War II Cap with T'Challa's grandfather as Black Panther in this game. So we're going back in time with this game, and that's actually really interesting because then we get to see a different point of view.
Very dope. And sorry to sound long-winded, but this is the main, besides Captain America and his powers and his prowess and what he does, one of the minute things, might be minute to someone else, but it's big to me, that I like about Captain America, and more so his life, how his life spans so much so and creeps into everyone else's life.
He was frozen for how long?
Frozen for how long? You just told me World War what?
II.
This man was running with Wolverine. If you know Captain's story, running with Wolverine.
That's why him and Wolverine are...
He knows the who's and who's on almost everybody, but they know him from a different time, so it must be crazy seeing him in the like Cap. Sorry, went on a tangent.
But I get it. That's crazy to see him in present time when you was out here World War II.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, I mean, besides that, that's all we have for upcoming Marvel games.
All those all can't be PS exclusive.
So we were just talking about that. Spider-Man is a Sony exclusive because obviously Sony has the rights to Spider-Man.
Gotcha.
I don't think, and I hope it's not. I mean, I personally have PS5 myself, but for people like my man's here who has the Xboxes, I hope Wolverine, Iron Man, and Captain America are not Sony exclusives because I just don't think that's fair.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. But as far as video games, yeah, we've been wilding out.
Yeah.
I'm officially a Street Fighter for some reason.
Plaque Hall scene.
Plaque Hall scene.
Tony Plaque.
Oh, Tony Hawk.
Now he's Plaque Messi.
Oh yeah, I downloaded FIFA. I downloaded FIFA 23. Did the My Career, and
crazy.
My boy looks just like me. It's crazy, except he got the Shapiro mustache. Going like this. Yeah, I'm out here. I'm out here.
What's your
football?
What's your your name on PS5?
So? Granddaddy Plaque.
Granddaddy. So get him up, join him.
I've had that PSN for so long. I might switch it, but because I've had it for so long, I don't think I'll switch it. Yeah, bro, I've had it for over 10 years.
But
I've had it for over 10 years.
It might cause difficulties. Like your PS might fall apart. Don't do it. Just keep it there.
You are no longer Granddaddy Plaque. Yeah, man. So holla at me on the PS5. I'll be playing all types of games.
Hey, if you're on the Xbox One, Platini 954.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's all we got for video games, though.
I'll look back. Peace. What time it is? Stop for your MMA news. Let's get straight into it. I'm not gonna hold you. A few names may get butchered, but it is what it is.
Hey man, he's been doing really good. It's just
thank you, sir.
Are kind of crazy.
Over at 1FC, Prajanchi Sanchi defeats Sam A. Garayang to win the 1FC interim strawweight title. That's great. UFC Fight Night. Emmett is defeated by Tapura. Can you read the scorecard for me, sir? Crazy.
50 to 44, 50 to 42, 49, 45. If I'm not mistaken, that is a ASS whooping.
Okay. With that said, if I were him, fall back, let the division clear up. You should be next up for the title. I don't want to hear nothing else because that scorecard is crazy. You dusted, and Emmett Till is not no schmuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
You literally dusted him.
Oh! Karate Combat 40. Josh Quayhagen loses his welterweight title to Agayev.
Raphael Agayev.
Mm-hmm.
Unanimous decision, too.
Unanimous. Great job. Ooh. BKFC 45. Luis Palomino, James Tilley. Remember the whole 8-0, blah, 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 blah. Palomino defended successfully.
Palomino!
So that means Palomino is 9-0 over there at BKFC.
And he's currently holding the championship belt.
Don't know what you're waiting for, but tune in. Them shows be fire. It's bare knuckle. That's all we had as far as the recent fights. Let me let you know what's coming for the month of July.
Wait a minute. Mind you, remember what I said last week?
Yeah.
There is a fight night.
It's a problem.
Every Saturday till what? September?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Fight night, July 1st. We have Sean Strickland versus Abus Magomedov. UFC 290, July 8th. Alexander Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez.
Flyweight?
Yes, sir. That's for the title.
Flyweight title.
UFC Fight Night.
Oh, it's my girl.
July 15th. Holly Holmes versus Myra Bruno Silva. That's a bantamweight bout.
Interesting.
Ooh. UFC Fight Night, July 22. Tom Aspinall versus Marcin Tybura. That is a heavyweight bout. And to cap off July.
Bro, I've never heard of those two guys. No disrespect.
Tom Aspinall, he's been here. He's been doing his thing. The other guy, not too familiar with. To cap off July, we have July 29th. Dustin Poirier
Diamond
versus Justin Gaethje.
No
Part
dos.
2. Also on this card, because I briefly looked at it, Tony Ferguson versus Bobby Green.
Fergie, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Go home, Papa.
Robert Whittaker is also versus Dricus Duplessis. White buddy that's from Africa. So that, I'm not gonna lie, that UFC 291 card is pretty stacked. And if you're not familiar with it now, these cards are subjects to change. They're months out, so you can get another fight added or a fight might get substituted. So you never know. As far as now, that is what we have for upcoming MMA fights. As far as July, we'll be back with more with BKFC, 1FC. What am I missing here? PFL. Cage Warriors. You know, we gotta get up. We got work to do. You know, we got boxing in there. We got work to do. Well, we'll be back.
I'm not trying to dub down any of these, but that Diamond one.
I'm on the same page, brother. I'm on the same page. I can't wait because you know that's gonna be. Dan Hooker's also on that card that just came to my mind. So yeah, it's a crazy card. So tune in.
Probably gotta go to Jason's for that one.
Yeah. It's funny you said that because, like, yo, we got to go to Jason's to watch the event. It's been a long time.
It's been a minute. And we have one every weekend now?
That's been one coming for you! Until next time. Ain't gonna lie to you. You know the saying, time flew by today.
It did.
That's how bad it flew by.
It did. We were having a lot of fun. But I gotta get my Nicolas Cage and John Cusack on and Con Air out of here because I'm done. I'm over it. We're done. It's a wrap, folks. Get the jailbird started because we out. That's all I have for y'all.
This man said John Cusack.
Yeah.
If you don't know who John Cusack is, please take the time to Google right quick.
It was a good movie. It was a good movie.
And on that note,
I'm just trying to get home to my wife.
This is episode 33.
Let's go.
My name's Platini.
And my name is Black.
If you're feeling the vibe,
come on now. Like, share, and subscribe.
And on that note, this is 2 P's
in a pod. Listen, if you don't like, share, and subscribe, I swear I'm gonna get one of those dudes on that plane to come at you and knock you up. Let's go.
down.
Or even lock you in a submarine and get you out of here.
Chill out, bro. I'm out.